Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing another tier list video because I love me some tier list, and the tier list do get a lot of views. And this isn't about the views. Anyways, we're doing a tier list, and today we are doing multiplayer games, and this is like my own created tier list. As you can see here, I haven't chosen a lot. I've chosen, multiplayer games just from memories. Like, what springs to mind when I hear multiplayer games, I just put what I thought into this tier list, and I didn't want to do too much because I could have done every multiplayer game I could think of. It'd be a very long episode or video. But these are the games we got, and we're gonna look at our tiers here. We got God, which is standard, top tier. We got Incredible, incredible game. We got Now That's Good, which is below incredible, but still pretty good. We got Acceptable, acceptable little multiplayer game. Not a lot of problems, but not the best. Then we got Meh, which is just pretty meh. Not really, just meh. And then we got Pretty Bad, which is bottom of the barrel, pretty bad multiplayer game. And then we got Overwatch 2 tier, which is I think only one game's going to go on that tier. I wonder what you think it is. But yeah, we're going to start off with our first game here. We got Titanfall 2. Now, I remember Titanfall 2. This game used to be amazing. And, what happened to Titanfall 2? They were meant to do Titanfall 3, but that was Apex Legends. And Apex Legends, I'm pretty sure it's in the tier list, so when we get to that, we'll go over that. But I think Titanfall 2 is going to go in Incredible. In terms of the multiplayer, I thought it's one of the most, unique multiplayers. You got Titans, as well as, you play with your standard guns. And, yeah, I miss Titanfall. I really do. And I think that Titanfall 2 is better than Titanfall 1, but I played way more of Titanfall 2 because Titanfall 1 was before. But anyways, that's where it's going to go, Titanfall 2. Rainbow Six Siege right here. This is probably one of the bigger multiplayer games of the last 10 years. When did it come? 2015? It would have been 10 years ago. And I think Siege has to go. It has to either be Incredible or God. I know a lot of people. I've played a lot of Siege. I have I don't know how many hours. I've played a lot of Siege over the years, and I think I'll put it in Incredible. It's definitely better. We'll order it as well, since there's not too many. We'll order it. We'll put Siege before Titanfall 2. I'll put it right there. That might annoy some people, but I think Siege is really good, but it's not the greatest, I don't think. I just think there's not a lot of outside of what Siege is, if that makes sense. They've done a lot of updates, a lot of new operators, but it's always been Siege. I think that, and Siege can be probably one of the worst multiplayer games to play solo queue, which is a consideration to take into effect. Definitely one of the worst games to play solo queue ranked. If you've never had to do that experience, make sure you have your boys in the party to queue into that rank. Do not go into solo queue. But next up, we got Rocket League. Now, I haven't played Rocket League in some time. I think Rocket League that's good. Rocket League's a fun concept. Obviously, not many games have car soccer. And yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's nothing too crazy. And yeah, it's kind of just stayed the same since release. It's just still, car soccer. And yeah, I was never really that good at Rocket League, but I did enjoy it. Then we got Among Us, a bit of a recent. Among Us is not that recent. Among Us I think it goes right next to Rocket League. It's pretty good. Back in peak Among Us time, which was COVID, you'd all play Among Us, and that was when it was hot. Since then, hasn't really been, a big unit in the multiplayer scene, but I think it's pretty good. Nice, different game. Then we got Minecraft. I was a bit, what's the word? Conflicted about putting Minecraft in this tier list, but at the end of the day, it's predominantly multiplayer. I remember this is how I've made most of my friends from this game. I remember Minecraft Xbox 360 edition. You get on with your boys, you'd play that, and then Minecraft would go to Xbox One edition, and now it's where it's now, which is Bedrock edition. And yeah, I think it's a god tier game. We all know that. Then we got Ark, another survival game. Ark's amazing. I love some Ark. And where is Ark 2? Where is Ark 2? I'm going to put Ark at... Ooh, it's either Incredible or Now That's Good. I'm going to put Ark at Incredible. It's an amazing survival game. Got so much things. There's so many maps in it. So many different servers. You can have like 70 people in a server, I think. And Ark's is amazing. There obviously are a bunch of problems with Ark in terms of network and connection. That's always been a problem. But I think they are fixing them a little bit with the remastered version, which I did play. Actually, no. The remastered version, they reset all my saves. So maybe I might put that down. No, I'll leave it there. Then we got Dead by Daylight, which is a sort of horror multiplayer game. You know, very iconic. Everyone knows Dead by Daylight. We'll put Dead by Daylight in. Now that's good. Yeah. I think that's... Is it fair? Should it go in Incredible? Maybe. But I never really got... There was this time where I did get really into Dead by Daylight, like for like a month or two, and then since then haven't really been too into it. But that's just my opinion. I know that Dead by Daylight is an amazing game, but I've never, loved it. And we got Call of Duty Black Ops. So in terms of COD, I put like 3 to 4. I think there's like 4 CODs in here because I'm not gonna do every single COD. Even though, have I played every single COD? Probably not. No, most definitely not. But I just put some CODs in here. So there's not, the whole thing isn't CODs. And this is BO6. BO6, I'm going to put in right here. There's a lot of games in Now That's Good. But I think BO6 is going to go right there. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like the campaign, even though it got a little bit messy at the end. And the multiplayer is fun. Feels like old style COD. And the zombies is pretty good. So yeah, it's pretty good. Then we got GTA Online. GTA Online is going to go in God. GTA Online is great. We've been playing it for, since 2014. And now we got to, get excited for GTA 6 with the trailer was released the other day. Amazing trailer, but not going to talk about that too much. It's God. Yeah. Then we got Roblox right here. I was a little bit confused. Like, what is this, a square? That is Roblox, right? I think it is Roblox. Roblox, I'm going to put in acceptable. Roblox is an acceptable multiplayer game. It's got all different kinds of games. And, yeah, I think it's acceptable. Then we got Fortnite. Fortnite. What am I going to do with Fortnite? Fortnite is, like, the biggest... I'd say of the last 15, maybe 10 years... Fortnite has the biggest influence of like any multiplayer game. When Fortnite was released, every company was trying to make a battle royale that was better than Fortnite. And there were some that were pretty good, and there were some that sucked. And yeah, I don't know what else. But in terms of the game, let's just put Fortnite in. Ooh, see, I don't know. Fortnite now definitely is a god, but we're talking about like Fortnite in 2017, 2018, definitely God. I'm gonna put Fortnite in God. That will annoy some people. This is. I wish there was like a in between tier. Should I make one? No. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Is Fortnite on the same level as Minecraft and GTA Online? I don't think so. But then, it's not on Titanfall 2, but Titanfall 2 definitely needs to be incredible. I'm going to leave Fortnite in God. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm not saying it's better than these two, no way. But it's Fortnite. It is Fortnite. So I'm going to put it in God. It's going to annoy people. Who cares? Then we got Friday the 13th, the game. I don't think you can even play it anymore. I think it's unavailable, servers are off. But I enjoyed this game. Obviously, it's kind of like a Dead by Daylight ripoff with Jason, and it's pretty good. I'll put it in Now That's Good. And we got Gears of War 2. This was a sort of like an OG multiplayer game. I think this is my favorite Gears of War game, but I've never been a big fan of super fan of the franchise. I think I've played 2, 3, 4, and I think that's it. Just those 3. And in terms of that, I think Gears of War 2 is going to go top of Now That's Good. Oh yeah, I'm going to order. Fine, that's the order. Actually, we'll put Dead by Daylight here, and then And then what's up here? Ark is better than Titanfall. And then yeah, just like that. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, then we got Terraria. Terraria is pretty good. I'm gonna put Terraria in acceptable. I know a lot of people like Terraria, and I did like Terraria, but I never found it too crazy. I always found a little bit like it was annoying at times when you had to like make the houses for the NPCs, and like sometimes they wouldn't spawn. Sometimes I don't know. I found that a little bit annoying. But in terms of like survival, it was a good game, so I'm gonna put it acceptable. Then we got, this is Cuisine Royale, before it's called, whatever it's called now, like Curse Food or whatever. Cuisine, put it in now, that's good. People, I don't know if you're watching this and you don't know what this is at all, but it was a Battle Royale, you know, like after Fortnite, obviously. And it was kind of like PUBG as well, and had like these crazy abilities, and you'd wear like pants and stuff. And yeah, it was just a pretty good Battle Royale. Then we got Forza Horizon 5. I was a little bit like, why should I put this in the list? It's just a racing game, but there's no other racing games in the list. So I'll put Forza Horizon 5 in acceptable. Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff up here, but I promise there'll be some things in these bottom tiers that are coming. Then we got Modern Warfare 3. Oh, Modern Warfare 3. Put that in incredible. We'll put it just in front of Titanfall 2. I know Modern Warfare 3, I think, is my favourite COD, maybe. I don't know. It's either that or BO2, obviously. But, yeah, I used to love Modern Warfare 3. This isn't about the campaign, it's multiplayer. But the campaign was great. Anyways, we got Fall Guys next. We'll put that in now, that's good. Fall Guys was, you know, it's a fun game. And, yeah, it's a fun game. We got Mario Party. Mario, is this Mario Party in general or that one specifically? Because I've played that one specifically a lot. We'll put Mario. If you know, I'll base this off of every Mario Party, and if it's every Mario Party, I'll put it in incredible, because Mario Party is a staple multiplayer game. If you have never played Mario Party, you know, it's not obviously like an online multiplayer game. It's more local based. Mario Party is hectic. It's fun, and you know, it causes like arguments and stuff, and it's great. And then we got Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 to me was one of those games where it had an amazing campaign, but I also liked the online, which was, they had like a multiplayer shooter, which was kind of forgettable, and then they had the co-op online missions, and those, oh my god, I used to play those all the time, and I think Far Cry 3 is going to go incredible. Everything's in there. Fine, we got Halo Infinite. This is going to go on meh. Halo Infinite is a pretty meh online. I might be, in terms of the campaign of Halo Infinite, which this isn't about, so I'm not bringing this into consideration, but the multiplayer was Halo, so it was good, but there was just nothing in it. There was only like 6 or 5 maps, and they never did anything like months after its release, which is what multiplayer games usually do, like Fortnite and GTA. Like, they always update their thing so people stay on it, and they never updated it, and everyone's gone now, and I haven't played that game in years, so I'm going to put it in meh, pretty meh. But then we got the other Halo, which is Halo 3, which is my favourite Halo. It's going to go right, I think it's going to go in front of Siege, honestly. Top of Incredible, not quite, maybe God. I'm not sure. You know, I'm going to leave it there for now. We might change that later. This is COD BO4. I'm going to put this in pretty bad. Honestly, I didn't like this game. I remember buying it, and I liked BO3, and this was like kind of going to be like BO3, and then I played it, and I was like, this is kind of meh. Like, this is just like, it just didn't feel like good. I don't know. And then they had the Battle Royale, which was eventually made into Warzone, and that Battle Royale was bad. I don't know, and we need some games to go down here, so sorry BO4, if you're a fan of BO4, I'm sorry, but something needs to be down there. And then we got, okay, I guess this is Warzone, which Warzone's, now that's good, I'd say. Yeah, I like the Gulag, I don't think any other game has the Gulag. Maybe, I don't know, probably copyright reasons, but COD, maybe I gotta be honest, I never thought COD would be a great concept for Battle Royale, because COD for me is all about, dying and respawning, and for a Battle Royale, that doesn't really, you're not meant to respawn. It's not meant to be a big part, even though most Battle Royales do have respawn functions. I just don't think that would work for COD and Battle Royale. So that's why it's not like amazing. Then we got For Honor. For Honor is pretty meh. I remember I used to get so heated at this game because there's such a high level of skill you need to have fun with this game. I'd say that you need to be top of your game if you want to have fun in this multiplayer game. I guess it's kind of like that with Siege. There's a high level competition, Rocket League, but yeah, I feel like that's the most one I was frustrated with. I'm not just saying that because I was bad. I remember I'd play with a few friends and they'd all be like, "Oh, this is really difficult. I don't think this is really good." But anyways, we got A Way Out, which is a story-based multiplayer game. You play this with someone. You can play it online with another person. And I think A Way Out is one of my favorite story, co-op games. So I'm going to put it in Incredible. I'm going to say it's, screw the order. We're not doing order. There's too many things. Just these. That's where it is in the tier. Yeah. A Way Out's Incredible. Then we got Apex Legends. Apex Legends is going to go in Now That's Good, because it's pretty good. It's based off Titanfall. It's a Battle Royale. But I don't think it's anywhere near Fortnite's level now, it was always like a Fortnite versus Apex Legends kind of rivalry. There was the big Battle Royales, as well as PUBG, which I think is also coming up. And yeah, I just don't think it's that good anymore. But we got a new one. This is probably the newest one, Marvel Rivals, which I'll be honest with you, I haven't played Marvel Rivals since I got Grandmaster. I don't know, I've just been busy. I need to get back into it. They have a new season. And Marvel Rivals is, I'm going to put it in, should I put it in Incredible? I don't know, it hasn't been that long to base it off. But I'm going to put it in That's Good. I would put it in Incredible, but I don't know, it hasn't been, I will put it in Incredible. Yeah, Marvel Rivals, but then I'm looking at some of these games. Is it better? Yeah, I don't think it's better than Dead by Daylight or we'll put it in That's Good. In time, this will probably go up, or it might go. Even if Marvel Rivals does get worse, I reckon it would stay in this tier. But if it gets better, it'd definitely move up. Alright? But Marvel Rivals is a really good multiplayer game. I really do enjoy it. And we got, this is Overwatch 1. Keep that into mind. And if it's Overwatch 1, it goes into Incredible. I think just the standard Overwatch 1, when it released, when I first played it, I was like, oh, this is such a fun shooter. Everyone's got abilities, and it was so good until, they ruined it, and it sucks now. Absolutely sucks. And we got BO2. If you didn't know, I'm a big Overwatch player. I remember playing this for season after season after season, and now I'm the biggest Overwatch hater. And yeah. Anyways, we got BO2. BO2 is going to go in Incredible. Obviously, it's one of the best CODs. And yeah, OG BO2 Nuketown. That's what it was. That was the OG multiplayer map. I don't know why am I going on about Nuketown? Anyways, we got Overwatch 2, where should Overwatch 2 go? Maybe up here. No, it goes down here. Obviously, it's got its own tier. Overwatch 2 is horrible. What have they done? Well, I'd say, what have they done? This has been a process ever since Overwatch 2 got announced. It's just been horrible. Nothing I can't even think of anything positive to say about it since it was released. Because when it was released, there was a story, cinematic trailers, all these false promises that they never delivered on. And I thought if this story wasn't going to get released when the game was released, they would just release it later. Turns out, never came out. Never anything. They just completely forget about it. Or the work. I don't even know. Did they even spend work on it? But if they did, it's just all for nothing. Why? I don't get it. But Overwatch 2 in that tier, absolutely horrible. All they care about is money, and they don't it sucks. And we got my favorite multiplayer game of all time, I'd say. Well, probably, maybe not. We'll put it in God tier. This is Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. I think it's amazing, and obviously it's not really playable anymore, but it was amazing. One of my favorite games. I remember getting this as soon as it released because I loved the first one. I was like, oh my god, this is better than the first one, and it's amazing. But yeah, is it better than Minecraft and GTA? I don't know. And yeah, we got Star Wars Battlefront. This is the first one coming up next. I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna put it in acceptable. You know, it's a nice little Star Wars game, but I think there was a lot of stuff you had to pay for to like do anything. Like a lot of the heroes, you know, that's just standard EA stuff. But I can't put it like too high just for that. Like a bunch of the multiplayer content, not even cosmetics, are sectioned off with paywalls. So yeah. Then we got It Takes Two. This might be a hot take. I know It Takes Two literally won Game of the Year, but I played it. I played it 3 separate times with 3 different, you know, people, because it's like a way out. You know, you play it with locally, and it's a story game with 2 people. But I didn't like It Takes Two. I think it's meh. I'm not going to put it in it's pretty bad, but I think it's a meh game. I just thought that there was 2 problems. It went on for too long, and it wasn't engaging enough. Like, I felt like they were just doing puzzles, like, just for, like, how long was the game? Like, 13, 12 hours, maybe? It felt like forever, and I never finished it. I never even knew what the ending of the game was. So, was that... should I even rank it, considering I didn't see the ending? I basically know the ending. It's pretty predictable, you know, the people, they end up getting back together. But, yeah, it's a meh game. Let me know what you think about It Takes Two. Let me know if you liked it, but I just wasn't a fan. I don't know. And then we got Titanfall, the first one. We're going to put that in now. That's good. Well, that tier is filling up. We'll put that right there. Then we got Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville. This was the game after Garden Warfare 2, and I'm going to put this in meh. I was going to put it in pretty bad, but it's got all the properties and all the, you know, things from Plants vs Zombies, and they ruined it. They absolutely, you know. But the best thing about this game, the thing that's making me not put it in pretty bad, is the fact that it had single player, like a lot of single player content, like the open worlds and stuff, and they were really good. Like all those missions and all the collectibles you could get, they were really good. But in terms of like the multiplayer was trash. So I might actually have to put it in pretty bad. I don't know. Nah, I'm not going to put it in pretty bad. I spent a lot of hours in the game. That doesn't change its rating, but it is pretty bad, actually. I don't know, we'll leave it there. Then we got Super Smash Brothers. Is this a Pacific one? I can't really see. But Super Smash Brothers is pretty good. Nice fighting game. I put that in good. Never really got into the Smash Brothers game, but, you know, I like playing them sometimes. I do own what is the newest one? The Ultimate one. I think I have that. Played it a few times. Yeah, not a lot to say. Then we got PUBG, which is a massive battle royale game, sort of the main rival to Fortnite. And I said Apex was. PUBG definitely was the rival to Fortnite. And PUBG, I'm gonna put it in good. I like PUBG. Yeah, it was a good battle royale. But I was never amazing at PUBG. I remember I struggled a little bit trying to get like my first win and stuff, but I eventually did get it. And yeah, that doesn't change the rating, but I'd say it's good. But I never got really good at it anyways. Our last game is Gang Beasts. This is, you know, like the fighting game. If you've never heard of Gang Beasts, you fight as these like little, you know, these beasts, I guess, and you just try and throw everyone off the map, and it's a nice little party, a crazy game, and I'm going to put it in pretty good. Should I put it incredible? No, I'm not going to put it, I don't think it's on the same level as these multiplayer games at the top. And I was just like, where's Mario Kart? You know, thinking about Mario Kart is mainly like single player. I don't think I play I have gotten into Mario Kart Online, but I'd say it's more predominantly like a single player game. Anyways, that is the tier list. What do you guys think of this? Do you think are there too many things at the top? I tried to put, maybe I should have put, there are definitely a lot of bad multiplayer games out there, but they're not in this tier list, so I'm not saying every multiplayer game is amazing. There are some bad ones out there, and just because I think a multiplayer game is bad now and I don't want to play it, doesn't mean it's bad all the time. Like, for example, I'd say, what's like an example? I'd say like maybe Apex. Like, I don't play Apex now, and I don't think it's pretty good. But I'm not gonna put it in pretty bad just because I think the only game that I hate now is Overwatch 2. So, but that just sucks in general. If you think Overwatch 2 is like a god or incredible, you are delusional. But anyways, that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a comment of what you think of this tier list, and if you disagree or agree with anything. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.